We have an actor with us. We have Major Mohammed Ali Shah with us, who's an actor himself. Sir, would you like to tell us how does this censorship, affect the artists and all these digital content makers?
I personally think it's a welcome step, and there's no harm in that. There's nothing as by OTT platforms being censored, it will curtail the freedom of expression. I think, see, when you make something, be it for 70 be it for OTT, there always has to be a procedure which is followed for everyone to accept it. So I think it's a welcome step, and yes, most certainly some people would have the reservation for it, but I certainly take it as a welcome step because nowadays, I am scared. I will not go out to the theater and watch a film. I will probably watch a film from home. I would watch it on OTT. So when it gets uncomfortable to watch a certain web series or something on OTT with your children, with your other family members, with your parents for that matter, so I think it's a welcome step, and I'm sure the IB ministry is not going to be unreasonable. They will only censor, the board will not be unreasonable. They will only censor with the parts they think should not be shown to others. Otherwise, it gets very uncomfortable. So as an actor, I see in this pandemic, I had two of my releases, Yara on Z5 and Avrodh on Sony Live, and both have done very well. And there are more things coming up on OTT platform right now. So as actors, the only future for entertainment industry is OTT. And there's no harm at all if there is censorship, if people are monitoring it. It's perfectly fine. Like I can quote you example, like for example, Lakshmi Bomb, or example, Sacred Games. There was a scene where Saif Ali Khan threw a kada, and there was much hue and cry about it. That how can he throw his kada, and they were trying to show something creative. That part, again, it was debatable, but I think it's a welcome step, and I am totally with it. I am totally for that.
Absolutely, Major Shah. You spoke about how you like to watch things on the OTT as well, and very hearty congratulations on both your projects being very well received by the viewership. But Major Shah, you see, there's a lot of obscenity that also comes into play. We cannot, dodge away the question of obscenity. People absolutely adore projects like Mirzapur and Sacred Games, which, have those really violent scenes and shots. You're an actor yourself. What is your take on that? Should that, continue? Because, I mean, of course, you're right when you say that the INB ministry is not going to be unreasonable. What is your taking on that?
See, obscenity, people say that, for example, a lot of people say that only sex and Shah Rukh Khan sell. But again, I feel if the content is good, if it is something which engages the audience more than entertaining the audience, it certainly sells. There would be takers for that. And obscenity, of course, I mean, it gets uncomfortable to watch it. Like there's a friend of mine who was the grown-up, this couple, they were saying that they were watching it with their daughter, and their grown-up daughter, and they got very uncomfortable watching it. So obscenity, of course, I mean, it's not welcome anywhere for that matter. And as an actor, I personally would also have my reservation in performing a scene which I am not very comfortable doing. As an actor, I could, but I know which would not be taken down very well. So I think it doesn't curb anyone's creative freedom. It only puts things in check and balance. And I think that is very much required. So I'm totally apolitical. I'm an artist, an ex-army man, and army is very apolitical. But being a very neutral, keeping very balanced perspective over this, I certainly think, I still am firmly of this belief, it's a welcome step. And as you rightly said, yes, the Information Broadcasting Ministry, the censor board is not going to be unreasonable, and they have never been unreasonable is what I have seen earlier. Rather, people have questioned them that this was obscene, this was something which should not have not have been shown. I'm surprised how come the censor board approved it. Rather, it's been on the contrary. So I think the Information Broadcasting Ministry and Censor Board have been very, very, I would say, generous, and they've been very lenient that way.
Well, thank you so much, Major Shah.